Yo, what's goody mob? It's your boy Ellis, the host of the Homies Podcast. And we are here back with another dope ass episode for y'all. So before we get started and get into the episode, please go hit that subscribe button one time for your boy. If you haven't, we'll have all the shit, the links and everything right here on the screen. So please go hit that and go share the shit with everybody too. Cause I've been seeing some of y'all not sharing my shit, bro. That's why I ain't famous yet, motherfucker. I'm trying
hit
to
it, guys.
You feel me? God damn, bro. Like, but anyway.
People helping people, man. Come on.
Exactly. Go share your homie shit, bro. But so this week, man, I have a legend in the building right now.
Very low level legend though.
Yeah, still a legend though. You feel me? You know, my homie, the homie Jorge Fernandez, the CEO.
We out here.
You feel me? Of Mi Ruca motherfucking Michelada brand, man. Everybody give it up for the homie. Give it up for him.
Thank you, fellas. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
Hey, man, I appreciate you coming on this week, man.
For sure, man. Yeah, a little nervous to get in front of a camera, but I'll be happy to do it for my boy right here.
See, thank you, bro. Yeah, this shit is nerve-wracking to people. Some people like, yeah, man, come on, it's cool. Then the lights and shit turn on, everybody be like, oh, fuck, this is...
It's a little hot.
Yeah, you feel me? Yeah. But you a pro. I know this shit ain't nothing to you, man.
No, we got it. We'll be out here.
We want to make sure we got the brand. We got to make sure we repping all day. And also got the merch, too, going down. You feel me? So... I just wanted you to come on today, man, because we had some shit we wanted to talk about. Wanted to big up your brand and everything. And first, we wanted to start off by talking about where we met at. So, me and Georgie from a little town called Yuma.
Yuma, stand up,
Shout
everybody.
Shout out Y-Town. You feel me?
Follow. You heard him.
So, he went to my rival school across town, Kofa. I went to Yuma. Yeah, I mean, and so I think we met through mutual friends. I think maybe Esteban.
Yeah, I think it was our boy Bon.
Yeah, shout out
Funny
Esteban.
part, Yuma. Yeah, I think I went to Kofa. I think I went to every high school in Yuma, possibly. I might have skipped Yuma High School though.
Right, everybody skips Yuma because like that shit ratchet as fuck. Don't nobody want to go to Yuma, bro. Like I might get stabbed in two
Yeah, I was
classes
like,
and
damn,
shit.
I'll mess around and get in trouble out there.
Right, but so I also heard about Georgie because back in the day. Georgie used to be that guy in Yuma. He used to throw these epic ass motherfucking parties, and the shit was cracking.
Ellis always got to be bringing up some old shit, man.
Yeah. I'm
me
sorry.
In trouble. I thought I was gone. I was outside of that world. Now.
You know what I mean? I know. You know.
Behind me.
You know what I mean? I'm sorry, bro. I don't want to bring up shit like that, but it was cracking.
It was a great time. We had the pleasure of hosting quite a bit of parties. It wasn't just me. It was a whole crew of us. Shout out to the Cream crew. We're still out here.
Cream!
We're still out here. We're still all love for all of our friends and family and stuff. But yeah, we could have gotten into some trouble. We got away with a lot of noise. I don't know how, but we did.
Because everybody was fucking with it. Like, who gonna snitch or say something? Everybody having fun at this motherfucker.
Everybody's got a problem at that point.
And I feel like this kind of helped stem off into the mixes because the drinks were always flowing and popping at the parties.
Yeah, man. They say if you love something so much, you find out a way how to make money off of it. And I guess that's how one of the reasons I guess we started Mi Ruca, and it's been going great, man. We've been going at it for 3-4 years now as an actual business, and been killing it. So yeah.
And so you've been doing this shit for like 3 or 4 years. What made you come up with the name though? Like what made you come up with the name?
That was a tough one, man. I mean, me and my lady sat in our living room for couple days just like kind of brainstorming, coming up with different names, things that were going to be catchy, right? They're going to catch people's attention, catch their eye when they see the bottle. And we were just jamming out, and a Sublime song came on, Waiting on My Ruca, and that was it. I was like, Mi Ruca, obviously everybody needs a Ruca for their beer. They want to pour something into that beer, make it a little bit better, or even not even at that, just some kind of drink that you can mix with a lot of various different things. So Sublime is actually to credit for our name.
Shout out Sublime, man, for helping with the name. And Mi Ruca for all non-Spanish speaking people out here. Does that translate into like my girlfriend or like my wife or?
Yeah, I mean it could translate into a lot of different things depending what part of Mexico you're on. Where I'm from, it's my lady, my old lady, my go-to girl, like. But some other places in Mexico can kind of linger a little bit and be
like my bottle bitch,
my side chick, and all that noise. So, yeah, there's a lot of different variations on that one too.
Okay, but yours is that's
my lady.
Okay, I got you. I got you.
A little more polite.
And for, I got a lot of people that listen to the podcast that's like from the South and from the East Coast that have no motherfucking idea what michelada mix is.
Right.
So can you like quickly explain like what it is? You ain't got to give up all the sauce or anything.
No.
Just explain like
I
what
would
it
never.
is.
No, and for people that don't know what a michelada is, it's really the easiest way to explain it is like your beer's Bloody Mary. So it's a lot thinner than a Bloody Mary mix. It's made to be poured into a beer because the beer's carbonated and it kind of mixes it all very well. You won't have that separation between like a really heavy tomato juice to a beer that's kind of light, which will sit on top. So a michelada mix is intended for beers, and it'll mix your beer all the way through, so you have a consistent cocktail, let's say, all the way through your drink. Usually, once you get towards the bottom of your drink, too, you can pour another beer in it and still get another michelada out of it. So our mix is pretty concentrated.
That's what's up. And you make all of the mix from scratch yourself, correct?
Yes. I take a lot of pride in that, just because.
Man, give it hey man, this one more time. Give it up for this.
It's a very fresh mix, man. It's we make it from scratch, one ingredient at a time, 12 bottles at a time. So it's not a big batch thing where you're gonna get this crazy processed taste to it. Our mix is very, very fresh, and again, we take a lot of pride in what we made.
That's what's up, man. And do you source like your ingredients from like somewhere local, or do you get it from just different variations of places, or?
Both. So I get a lot of our like fresher ingredients, like a lot of the peppers and stuff, and I dehydrate them myself. We get those locally. I do like to go to a lot of like the local like farmers markets and stuff for that. But for consistent taste on the bigger pieces that we use, I do get those in bulk from places. But more or less, I'd probably say 80-20 where we get it locally.
Okay, that's what's up, man. And do you so how long does the process of making this, like usually for those like 12 bottle batches, how long does that shit take you, bro?
Man, when we first started, I swear it took me like an hour just to get like everything like right down to the T, make sure that the ingredients were like the same amount for every batch, right? But now that we've been at it for a while, I actually I could probably knock out 12 bottles in 5 minutes, labeling and sealing and all that fun stuff included.
Okay, so you're a little processing machine.
Oh, yeah, dude,
you got it down.
We got it down to a T now, yeah. When we first started, I mean, it was more of a hobby, right, where I was just trying to make this to give to friends and family or people that I knew worked in the bar industry and stuff. And so I was like, really specific about what I was doing back then. I didn't really know how to make it faster. But now that we've been at it for a few years, I got it down to a T and knock these things out real quick. Some people on orders that are like 100 bottles, I get them down a couple hours and have them delivered already.
That's what's up, man. And that's for all the people that want to work with him in the future. Did you hear the turnaround time? Yes, the man is very consistent and he's on point with his business.
You so hit me up, we got you.
You feel me? And is that something that you saw that was missing out here? Did you? Because I'm not really a big drinker, you know that, but my homies, especially like my Mexican homies that do drink this mix, they say like, bro, it's hard to find a good mix. Like, but I'm like, I don't really know what's supposed to taste good. You know what I mean? Like,
oh, absolutely.
I know how shit from down south. Like, I could tell you exactly how sweet potato pie is supposed to motherfucking taste, but I cannot tell you. So, was that like a hole that you saw out here? Like, man, I think I can make a better version of what I'm seeing around.
Well, we lived in San Diego and Oceanside. Shout out Oceanside if you're watching. We lived in Oceanside for a little while, and man, if that place isn't filled with craft beers, I swear. And I would go to some places and be like, hey, I just want a michelada. What kind of beer mixes well with the michelada here? And it was always, Kolsch or some kind of lager that they locally made. And when you asked for a michelada, they would just pour Bloody Mary mix into it. And my lady got tired of me sending them back and being like, this tastes horrible. This is not a michelada, this is like a Bloody Mary with some kind of craft beer in it.
Right.
And instead of, just sending them back all the time, she told me, why don't you just make your own? Your dad has a really good mix. You should use his ingredients and ask him how he makes them and go through that process. And I was, light bulb went off and we went from there. So it started out there. We put it on the back burner. We moved back to Phoenix. Didn't really touch it for quite a while. And a really good friend of mine opened a taco shop, and he asked me, hey, what's up with that mix that you guys were making? So I pulled it out of the gutter and brushed it off, knocked the dust off, and it kind of just rejuvenated that ingredients and the process that goes into making it. And we went from there. But what I noticed is a lot of Phoenix, just for lack of time, they'll just use Bloody Mary mix. And any michelada snob will tell you, like, Bloody Mary mix doesn't go into beer.
Right.
So we did see that opportunity, and we've been running away with it. We have over 20 accounts now in downtown Phoenix by itself. So been doing really well, but that's kind of the origin of how we got the Mi Ruca started again here in Phoenix.
That's dope. And also, shout out to his girl Ashley as
My
well
lady.
for sparking that idea as well. Like, goddamn, I know you.
I don't know if it was a spark of an idea or she just got tired of me complaining, man.
Whatever it was, the motivation
Either one was
came.
alright,
You
yeah.
feel me? So that's dope. And also too, like, what made you pick Michelada mix? Like, I know, like, you like drinking, and I'm sure you fuck with an array of drinks. Like, what
Yeah.
made you want to do this in particular?
I think it was that, man. Just like seeing, I mean, I've always been a huge michelada guy growing up. You get that hangover, you just kind of dragging. You don't know if you need something to get you back there, right? The hair of the dog is always the way to go. So just knowing that we had a really good mix and the quality of it, just the ease of it, right? You just pour it right into your beer. You don't really have to mess around with the other ingredients and stuff. I think we just saw that opportunity, that family. We had already had the mix there, so why not?
Okay. And you said you already had, so y'all been doing this like since you were small, like your family was doing it, or how did that come about? Like, or is that just something you just kind of threw together and was experimenting with and came up with it?
No, yeah, my dad actually, he was well known for making micheladas. He used to sell people like little gallons of michelada before they would go to work and stuff.
Okay.
Because they were too hungover. Like, hey, Beto, I need some mix, man. I don't want to be hungover at work. So he would take them to work. Or they would take him to work, drink while on the job. You can do this when you're in Mexico sometimes, So
shit, helping people out. Shit.
Yeah. So he already been known for having this. I don't know if you would say the mix, but just everything that he put together into it. And I asked him for it. He said, "Yeah, go for it." He's already retired. He's chilling, big chilling out there. So we're running away with it. I'm still trying to put his name on it somehow and put that Fernandez name on it as well.
Man, shout out to your pops too, man. Shout out to him, man.
I know my dad ain't watching because he don't do none of this.
Yeah, for sure. But hopefully he'll hear it through the grapevine and know that we putting out good vibes.
I'm gonna have to go over and show him the video. If that's
yeah, whatever we got to do to get it to you. We appreciate you over here. Thank you for that. Because your son is out here killing stuff.
Yeah, we're trying, man.
And I have been seeing you, bro. Like I have been seeing you like attack all of like downtown Phoenix, bro. Like, is that like strategic where you're just like, I'm gonna start here where I'm like closer to my home base and then kind of spread out, or is it more just like, hey man, I'm just hitting up like places? Or
yeah, no, for sure. I think my state of mind on that was kind of like, let me take over downtown. Let me get a good resume together, and a good track record of continuing relationships with different bars and restaurants, as in like selling them month over month. Not just one hitter quitters where I just drop off a case and never hear back. Yeah, it's very important to me to be able to keep those relationships going because they also, all these people, it's a network, right? Yeah. So one person's gonna talk to the other person. Hey, this stuff is really good. All the customers like it. I haven't had anything been sent back. So my state of mind was, let's conquer downtown Phoenix. Let's get as many accounts as we can, and then we can start moving to the other, branches or areas in Phoenix because Phoenix is crazy, man. I mean, we have downtown Phoenix, then we have the west side, which is Glendale, Avondale, Tolleson. We have out here where we got like Chandler, Tempe, Scottsdale, Gilbert, all this stuff, right? So I wanted to have a strong enough hand to be able to show myself in other areas. So when I go introduce myself to a bar manager or restaurant manager, whatever it might be, there's a slight chance that they might have already heard of us, and if not, then that's my chance to promote myself, to promote the business. But I think really it's first off, you have to sell yourself before you can sell your brand. So that presentation is always very important, and having a lot of different bars and restaurants that we already sell to really backs us up when we go to present it.
Yeah, and that's one of the reasons why I wanted to have you on the podcast, man, because I feel like you do business the way I've seen you conduct business is real stand-up shit, and I appreciate that, and also too, like, that's particular why I have certain people on the podcast or not, because having you on here, I'm promoting the shit. I don't want people to be like, oh yeah, be like, oh yeah, that dude fucking
kind of shiesty.
Yeah, like, did that shit make me look shiesty? But no,
sure,
he always does business straight up, man. He's on point with things, and anybody I'm assuming that does business with you, it has no problems at all. So again, hit your boy up for that michelada mix, man. I'm
Yeah.
telling you.
Yeah, it's always who you surround yourself with, man, for sure. So I mean, I appreciate even just the invitation was flattering to me because I've seen some of the people you've had on, and I'm very, very happy to be here, knowing that it represents that we're doing some good stuff.
Appreciate that, man. Appreciate that. And also with the mixes, man, does it just come in like one original mix, or do you have like a spicy mix? Is it like more of a tomato, or is it like kind of just a traditional type one?
Now you're opening up the curtains, man. Yeah, we got a few more things coming out. This is our first mix, so this is our traditional mix here.
Mm-hmm.
It has a little bit of a kick, but if anybody's out there's like me, I love real spicy. So we're working on a kind of hyper habanero mix that we're gonna be putting out. We got some habanero sea salt coming out. We got our rimmers that are just about done. But yeah, I'd probably say within the next 6 months we got a few more things coming out, which I'm really excited about because, and a Bloody Mary mix as well. Because people are asking for it, right? So we want to make sure that we're staying in front of everything, making sure that the customer's obviously going to be coming back, taking care of them. But yeah, we got some cool stuff coming up, man. You'll be surprised. This next year's gonna be pretty crazy.
I'm excited, man. I'm excited to hear that. I'm like, I'm about to say now, I'm not really a spicy food or a spicy thing eater. That habanero sound like it'll blow my asshole out, but I'm sure it's gonna be fire because
it's
the
that
way
right burn. So it's not like a put you on your ass kind of burn, but it's like
it's a good mouthfeel.
Let me get one more bite of that kind of burn.
I got you. I like that. See, if it's one of those ones where it's like a little spicy where I want more, it's like I fuck with that for sure.
That's what we're going for, the come back for more kind of feel.
Okay, I got you. Thank God, because I'm like, I want to fuck with it. I'm like,
because you're gonna have to do it anyway.
Yeah, I want to fuck with it, but I'm like, damn, I'm gonna fuck my toilet all the way up after this, bro.
I'm gonna have to call out from work tomorrow.
You're right, right?
No, man, I can't do that.
And did you have any do you have any like sponsors, or do you have like any type of like events that you like to do, or is it just kind of like I just go from restaurant, or do you like pulling up at like out here in Phoenix we have like First Fridays and things like that? Do you pop up and do things like that?
We've taken it real slow, man. So with sponsor wise, it's literally it started with just me just knocking the stuff out, never really putting out for any kind of loans or sponsors, anything like that, which I think is probably the smarter way to do it, just because we have the time. We've been blessed enough that we have, enough to actually do it by ourselves, right? So at that point, I think in the long run, it's probably going to benefit us. With popping up and stuff, we do pop-ups sometimes. We did a Joe Bots a while back where we did like a seafood pop-up. I love cooking. I love cooking seafood, mariscos and stuff. So we took over their kitchen. That went great. We've also done a couple like bike pop-ups. We have like a really cool like marketing bike that's like branded for us. Okay. And
what kind of bike? Like a lowrider type?
Lowrider, bro. Yeah. We got spokes on this bad boy. We got a leather seat. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my god.
Customized hand grips. We out here, man. Yeah. It's really cool. It's definitely attention grabber. People love it. Taking pictures on it and stuff like that. So I think in this day and age, very important to stay kind of in front of like the social media game and stuff, and make sure that we have a presence in our social media. So we've been ramping that up as well a little bit. Hopefully, we continue to do that. Business owners, we all know it's you wear a lot of different hats when you're doing this. So we're trying to make sure that we promote our name as much as we can. Again, in the downtown area for now, but we're definitely going to be branching out pretty soon.
Okay, all right, and that's what I was gonna say. Do you take like local orders, or do you also do are you gonna try to eventually get nationwide as well?
Yeah, we're working on the website. We had it up for a while. Shipping was kind of a problem for us, just because it's a liquid, and depending on how many bottles you get, it's a little bit heavier. So we're working on that. Stay tuned. We'll get that going. We do absolutely take local orders. Just hit us up on mirucachelas.com, or I'm sorry, Mi Ruca Micheladas at Instagram.
We're going to have it on here on the screen,
you let us know what you need, and we'll take care of you.
Okay. All right. And I know you just said that you like cooking, because I'll be fucking with your Instagram and everything. I was trying to get some beef jerky. This man made some fire-ass beef jerky the other day and posted it. And I was like, bro, if you could bring your boy over a little sample size of that. I
love cooking, man, even experimenting with different things. The beef jerky has been a staple for kind of my personal accounts for a while. People just hit me up all the time. I love making it's called carne seca, so it's Mexican style beef jerky. A little more dry, obviously, a little more crunchy. It doesn't have that kind of chewy taste that stuff that you buy at the store does. You sprinkle a little garlic salt on it, a little chitepin, a little spice. Again, good enough that you won't be having to go to the bathroom, but you're still going to eat a little bit more.
Boy.
Put a little lime over that. You're good, bro.
Oh, that sounds good. And I'm like, do you plan on expanding the business in like a cooking realm at all? Like, do you plan on being like, yo, let me baggage up this
you know what?
jerky.
One of the dreams is always to own my own restaurant. But real deep dive into like owning a restaurant. It's a lot of work, man. It's not an easy career. You're there sun up, sun down, and you really have to have a passion for it. So, it's still the end goal is to have my own restaurant. That's where I want to end up. But it's when we're good and ready and set, and we have the right staff and team and all that good stuff together. So
so I definitely know that it's hard to run a restaurant out here. I got a couple homies that have restaurants out here. Like shout out to a homie Chef Jones out here.
Shout out.
You already know down the Lauder and the Delta, and he tells me all the time, man. Like it's a grind. Especially ever since like 2020 hit.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, it's just been a grind. But shout out to them, man. And if you ever do want to do that, is that something you want to do? Like I want to do like a small kind of like you said, Morisco's like something like that, or is it
absolutely
something like
yeah something small enough where I think the bigger part too that a lot of people miss is customer service. Like people, and I mean it both ways, right? Like the people that you have working customer service and the customers like feedback. People can be jerks sometimes, man. It's not always just the team, right? It's making sure that everything is where it's at, where it's supposed to taste like, so that people don't come back and push things back at you, or like be rude on the other end. So it's just real important to be ready for that kind of thing. But we would want something smaller, that way we can take care of quality.
Right, that's what's up. Yeah, I like that shit because any type of restaurants, anything with food, bro, I'm pulling up because me and my girl, shout out to my homegirl that's behind the camera. We are foodies to the fullest.
Oh, for sure.
Anything, we literally will travel to other places just to eat food.
Absolutely.
Like, oh, did you want to see? They're like, nah, we came here for that burger, Pip. That's all we were
I
here
saw
for.
this picture. This is what I'm here for, huh?
Right? I'm not saying if you did start cooking, do you think you would ever like package up anything like beef jerky or anything just to sell before you were to open like anything big?
Yeah, the beef jerky, I've been getting a lot of. I posted it the other day, like, hey, if I sold this, how many people would buy it? And I got a lot of
blown up.
Yeah, I got a lot. My DM got a little crazy that day. So I think that'd probably be number one. I mean, I don't have anything opposed to it, and obviously it's dehydrated meat, so it's a little easier to package and ship and stuff. So. I think that one's coming up. I'd say probably in the next, once I get those nutritional facts back, probably in the next couple weeks. So,
okay,
that'll be first up.
Okay, that's popping. Is there anything in particular that you? I know you said you're gonna do a spicy mix. Is there any other mix that you wanted to do that's like really outside of the box? But if it is, don't give me exactly what it is, because I don't want nobody to watch this and still about his fucking idea.
Hey, man, there's enough out there for all of us to eat, so I'm not worried about it. I've been asked a few times, and I've been kind of dabbling a little bit, trying to play with it in the kitchen, but green michelada, which I had never heard about before this gentleman asked me for it, but I'm playing around with it. Once we get closer, I'll bring it in so you guys could give it a chase before I put it out there.
Okay. And what is, so if it's green, I'm like.
Hey, your best guess is as good as me.
Yeah,
I'm the mad scientist in the kitchen right now trying to figure out how to make this thing green.
All right, okay. All right. Yeah, let me know how that goes, because shit, I'm excited. So I'm like, I've never seen a green.
Well, usually salsas, you have a red salsa and you have a green salsa. So I'm going to guess, and again, I've been kind of playing around with it, but you just kind of substitute a lot of the tomatoes for like tomatillo and stuff like that. So. Maybe habanero, or jalapeno, stuff like that. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. It's gonna take me a while, so nobody don't hold your breath.
Right. Do you and with this particular, because I've told some of the homies this in the past about starting businesses even out here. Like, I'm like, yo, man, Phoenix is a good place to start. It's a growing city. It's the 4th or 5th largest population-wise city in the United States. Do you feel like this city is a good starting place to start a business like this?
Yeah, there's no place like Phoenix, man. I love the city. I love Arizona in general, right? And to kind of take it a step further, wherever you're at, man, try to start your business. Just start from the smallest thing you can do if you want. But it's really just taking that first step. Being a small business owner is awesome. You get a lot of recognition from or you should at least, from friends and family about what you're doing, pushing forward. And being your own boss is always the number one goal for me. But Phoenix is definitely a great place to do it because of it's booming, man. I mean, you could take your product or any kind of business you're doing here to the next level real quick because of the local support. Right. We got a lot of local businesses that are supporting each other, which is beautiful, man. I love it. So, yeah, anywhere you're at, but Phoenix is definitely number one.
And is ownership, is that something that's really big to you? Because I know, like, in my family, that wasn't something that was really preached. It was more of get a job, work there 40, 50 years, hopefully get a little pension, little gold watch, take your old ass home. And I'm around a lot of friends, a lot of people like you, a lot of my other friends and people that do have 9 to 5s. I have a 9 to 5. This man, dude, ain't nothing wrong with that shit, by the way. It's just that mindset of just wanting to do more. Was that something that was pushed by a particular person? Is that just a mindset that you're just like, I just want to do it this way?
Oh, man, that was mom's for sure. Unfortunately, I didn't even graduate high school. So, I mean, I think it's very important to, just realize that some things that some people think that might hinder you are actually sometimes motivators. Mm-hmm. My mom always pushed me to, continue, make my own thing, make my own money. More importantly, take care of your family. Mm-hmm. So my daughter and my mom.
I got you. That's what's up, man. That's what's up. Again, shout out to Mom Deuce. Shout out to his daughter, man, because, yes, people, that plays a big part. That makes a big part in the motivation and getting up every day, because trying to put all this on your back, trying to do all this, trying to build something, and also doing something that, you don't have probably a blueprint of somebody else doing it. It kind of gets, I'm sure it has dark times where you're just like, damn.
They don't have a makeup michelada for dummies, so this was a harder trip than I thought it was going to be, but it is fun.
But you're navigating it well, man, and I appreciate watching you, and as a homie that's known you for a long time, man, I'm proud to just seeing what you're doing, man. This shit is crazy. Like,
I'm not the same dude that was just drinking beers in somebody's backyard.
Definitely not. Definitely not. You grown now. Got a little. We both got a little salt and pepper in our shit. We grown up now, bro. Yeah. And so I know you love the city, man. And before you get up out of here, bro, I gotta talk to you real quick. You a Phoenix Suns fan, right?
All my goddamn life, man.
Okay, and you said that with a little like,
unfortunately, yeah. We've had some nasty ones, but we're on the up and up.
Right. So how you feel about getting KD, man, and how y'all feel like y'all gonna finish this year, man? Y'all feel like it's a championship run, or is it gonna be an early elimination? What you thinking?
I mean, it's KD, right? Like, you can't be mad at getting one of the greatest players. And if you asked me if I thought he was one of the greatest players before he came to the Suns, I probably would have been like, nah, that fool's whack.
You ain't playing in my team.
But now he's on my team. I'm like, that fool's bad, dude. That fool's bad. No, man. I mean, look, the guy, he's got the length. He's got the shot. He can get into the hole. He's playing with Devin Booker. Chris Paul might be a little bit older, but I mean, he's still distributing the ball very well. Mm-hmm.
I need him to score less now, which is good.
Yeah, right. Like, he has, and even at that, man, J.O. coming out of nowhere and just actually doing really good off the bench, and I think they're actually going to be starting him during the playoffs. I'm really confident about it, man. I think those 3 weeks that KD took off for the sprained ankle,
right?
Which I'm going to go ahead and say we just took him out for 3 weeks just to rest him a little bit, get him ready for the playoffs. I think we make it to the finals at least. Obviously, we all want the elusive first ring for the Suns. But I'll be happy getting out there, man. I just love watching, man. It's so much fun to watch the team right now. They're like meshing. A lot of people had a lot of questions about, how is he gonna fit? Just dropping him into that team, but he's a baller, man. He's a true and true basketball player. You can put him anywhere, pickup game, playoffs, championships. He's gonna get there. So, real stoked.
Yeah, that's why I like KD probably more than a lot of other players, because it speaks to his skill. Like, no dig at LeBron or nobody like that, but certain players, they have just a skill set where you can't just drop them into a team because they're like, nah, we gotta change the whole roster. Right. KD is just so flawless with his game. He's so skilled where you can just like, yeah, we can just drop you in the Warriors. And he's like, cool, I can take less shots and still be efficient. Oh, you need to just drop me here. I'm not good. And I'm not, he doesn't seem like he messes up the flow of anything.
Yeah, and even at that, I think what gets kind of lost in translation is his defense is crazy, man. He's so long that, like, you can't get a shot off over him. That's for sure. So, I mean, on both ends of the floor, he's very efficient. So, yeah, we gave up some really important Phoenix pieces, and I say Phoenix pieces because the city loved these dudes. Mikal Bridges, Cam Johnson, like they were like the happy piece of this team, right? Like they were always backing each other up, always amping everybody up.
play hard.
Great basketball players. I said at the day that Bridges left, I'm like, he's going to be an all-star next year. It's his son's curse. We know how it goes. We trade somebody really good. They end up being really good for somebody else.
Right?
So, no.
And shout out Cam Johnson, man. He went to North Carolina, so shout him out.
Love it,
bro.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I hope they continue to have a good successful career. Just not against my Lakers. I hope y'all play terrible against my team. Do you have any plans on maybe hitting a playoff game? If they go to the playoff game.
Oh, for sure.
We'll have to link up, bro. We have to slide through.
I live fairly close to the stadium downtown. I gotta plug some dude I met outside of the stadium. Always hooks me up with tickets. Shout out Jody.
Yeah, you mean? You know what I mean? Jody Joe out here. You get on homies up.
Always hooks it up. Yeah.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, man. You guys are always welcome over to the crib, and we can go catch a game whenever you're ready.
Oh yeah, you heard he said, yeah, we coming. So is there anybody else, man, you want to shout out, or anybody you want to holla at before we get up out of here? Any people that are holding your brands that you want to shout out?
Always, man, everyone that's supporting the Mi Ruca brand. Big ups to Taco Boys is one of our number ones. Cobra Arcade, Breakfast Bitch, Crown Public. We got too many to name them all, but yes, thank you guys, all of you guys, so much. One more thing, just make sure that you're taking care of your friends. Make sure you're reaching out to everybody. Even if you haven't talked to them a little bit, make sure you call somebody, tell them hi, tell them you love them.
Real talk, man, because we getting older, bro, and people are going left and right, man. So again, man, definitely make sure you check up on your friends, man, and your loved ones. And again, man, we love you here at the Homies Podcast. And again, if you haven't, man, please hit that subscribe button one more time for your boy. Go check out the Mi Ruca brand at Taco Boys, Crown Public, your Breakfast Bitch. Anywhere you go, tell them, hook me up with that Michelada mix, and tell them that the Homies Podcast sent you.
We got you.
Man. Love you, man. I appreciate
Love
you coming
too,
on,
man.
bro.
Thank you.
You already know, Pimp. And we'll holler at y'all again next week,
Be
Pimp.
good.
Peace.